This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 81, Knowing When It's Time to Move On, by Ryan Hoover of ryanhoover.me. And hi again, welcome back to Optimal Startup Daily, or welcome for the first time if you're just discovering us. This is where I read to you from some of the best blogs on entrepreneurship, and if you have any topic requests, we always like to hear those from you. You can visit oldpodcast.com to share your ideas. That's oldpodcast.com. And now, I'm sure you know how the cryptocurrency world can be pretty confusing, but crypto assets could be the best opportunity to build generational wealth since the discovery of oil. Bitcoin has been one of the best performing assets of 2020. So how do you get involved? Check out BitTrust IRA, a great way to diversify your portfolio with new, innovative investments. BitTrust IRA helps you add cryptocurrency to your portfolio both seamlessly and securely. And it's super secure. BitTrust IRA stores your private keys in nuclear bunkers with military-grade encryption. And it's easy to use, too. They have a 24/7 trading platform with no minimum investments and unlimited trades, plus a team to help guide you along the way if you have any questions, and with the lowest trading fees in the industry. Go to bittrustira.com/OSD today to learn more. And for a limited time, BitTrust IRA is waiving the sign-up fee for OSD listeners, a $50 value. That's bittrustira.com/OSD. bittrustira.com/OSD, and I have that linked in this episode's description. But for now, let's get right to the post and start optimizing your life. Knowing When It's Time to Move On, by Ryan Hoover of ryanhoover.me. Next week, I will be leaving my full-time role at PlayHaven in one of the most expensive cities in the world, by choice. I'm paid well, the company is growing, and I work with an amazing team of friends. I still ask myself, what the am I doing? Here's my story. I moved to San Francisco to join PlayHaven as number 10 nearly 3 years ago. Silicon Valley has always attracted this native Oregonian, and the opportunity to join the visionary Andy Yang in the booming mobile gaming space made my decision a no-brainer. But honestly, I had no idea what I was doing, and soon I found out the team didn't either. We had a product with traction, but revenue and adoption were nearly stagnant. We needed to change something. Those first 5 months were some of the most exciting yet scary times in my life, debating what to do next as our cash reserves dwindled. Layoffs were imminent. I had a conversation with Andy over beers shortly before the layoffs. He told me what was coming and that I might be out of a job in a few weeks. What had I done? I moved from my comfortable hometown to this unfamiliar city to join a dying startup? I guess I'll just ride this out and move back home, I thought. But I survived. The company downsized a few weeks later, and I sadly said goodbye to my friends and coworkers as they packed their belongings. And then there were 6 of us. Fast forward 3 months, things begin to pick up. We set out on a new, inspiring vision. The team was excited. We put our heads down, scrapping nearly all existing code to rebuild the product. As the sole product manager, I worked with a small team of 5 engineers. It was largely a collaborative effort. It had to be. In between answering support requests, sending the occasional marketing email, and other miscellaneous obligations, I was responsible for defining the user experience, creating wireframes for the new dashboard. I had done similar work, but nothing at this scale. I had to learn on the job, and fast. We made great progress thanks to an exceptional, hungry engineering team. But still, the revenue was almost non-existent as the clock continued to tick. We set a goal to do a private launch at Casual Connect in July of 2011. The preceding month was hectic and thrilling. There were long nights of excruciating pain, but passion is a powerful drug that can get you through hard times. Rushed to bring the product into a usable state, strapped with few resources, I, a mostly non-technical person, set up a local environment of the dashboard we were building and began squashing bugs. Each GitHub commit delivered a rush of dopamine and satisfaction of progress. It was 2 a.m. the night before an important demo with a large client. Without a QA team, or even a single QA person, I hammered on the product late into the night, uncovering and sometimes fixing more bugs. It was incredibly unscientific, but we didn't have time for process. We just had to get done. Eventually, the product was delivered in a usable state and we landed our first big client. This was huge, and we celebrated our first major win. Since our humble beginnings, the team has grown to 85. We've acquired several thousand customers, generating multi-million-dollar revenues. We're operating in a growing market with an amazing vision that I strongly believe in to this day. Things are going well. So why leave a good thing? As I've shared before, my priority is to learn. I've grown a ton in the past 3 years, especially during times of discomfort when I am challenged the most. My time at PlayHaven has taught me so much. Methodologies for discovering what people really want, the importance of building the right, minimal features, processes for bringing an idea to market, how to scale a company, the criticality of hiring the right people and building an aligned culture, and more. But I'm ready for my next challenge, eager to accelerate my learning. My friend Nathan Bashaw recently told me, quote, "When you look back at yourself 6 months from today and don't feel embarrassed by your naivete, there's a problem. That means you're not learning, growing." End quote. As the company has grown, my role has transitioned into more specific areas of focus. We've also hired a UX designer to relieve many of the responsibilities and fun challenges that I used to tackle. In short, my role has become more specialized from my generalist roots. But if I am to be honest with myself, I've lost passion for the market and the industry we're in. I attempted to remedy this, taking a long overdue 2-week vacation 3 months ago, but the passion didn't return. Over the years, my interest in video games has dwindled. I grew up obsessed, microing Marines in StarCraft hours at a time, throwing profanities after getting disconnected in the middle of a heated Team Fortress Classic match, and blasting grunts on Halo into the AM. Today, I rarely play even casual 2-minute distractions on my iPhone. Instead, I invest in myself, reading, writing, and working on side projects and experiments. Today, I have strong ambitions to build a product that I am the consumer of. If you follow my writing, you may have noticed I never write about the industry I work in, gaming. This is very telling. Additionally, I am not a game developer, nor do I have the motivation to become one. People that build products for themselves have a tremendous advantage because they are their own user. They don't have to get inside the user's head to understand the problem. Their ability to persevere is strengthened by a motivation to solve their own problems. Despite these feelings, the decision was far from easy and difficult to tell my friend and boss. I could barely utter the words, "I'm leaving." I cried. It's still hard to swallow. But deep down, I know it's the right move for me. I'm grateful for the opportunities I've been given, the support from my friends, and mentorship from those in the entrepreneurial community. You know who you are. I have many to thank. As I spend my final days at PlayHaven and think about my next adventure, I refer to these questions as I evaluate new opportunities. Is this really what I want to do? Am I strongly passionate about the product, market, and vision? Will I be challenged, learn, and grow to my full potential? I hope others can learn from my experience and feel encouraged to find their passion, reflect on their personal goals, and take a chance on themselves. You just listened to the post titled "Knowing When It's Time to Move On" by Ryan Hoover of ryanhoover.me. And a quick thanks to Gusto. 2020 has proven to be the year of many things, but if you own a startup, this could also be the year you switch to better payroll. Gusto wasn't just built for small businesses, it was built for the people behind them. Their online payroll is so easy to use. Gusto can automatically calculate paychecks and file all your payroll taxes, which means you have more time to run your business. Plus, Gusto does way more than payroll. Gusto helps with time tracking, health insurance, 401ks, onboarding, commuter benefits, offer letters, access to HR experts. You get the idea. It's super easy to set up and get started. 3 out of 4 customers say they run payroll in 10 minutes or less, our Optimal Living Daily team included. And if you're moving from another provider, they can transfer all your data for you. It's no surprise 94% of customers are likely to recommend Gusto. And here's the best part. Because you're a listener, you get 3 months totally free. All you have to do is go to gusto.com/OSD. Again, that's gusto.com/OSD. I'm telling you, you're going to love Gusto. Get started today. gusto.com/OSD. And a big thanks to Ryan. In addition to being the founder of Product Hunt, he's also an investor at Weekend Fund. The website is weekend.fund.
Over there, he and his partner write checks from $75,000 to $200,000 for early-stage startups around the world and across consumer and business-to-business products and services. They help founders with product, community building, and more. So if you're building something ambitious, they're the guys to talk to. Again, you can check that out at weekend.fund. And Ryan is featured across a couple of our shows, so if you like his style and this idea of blogs being narrated to you for free, check out our other shows by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. And that should do it for today. Thanks so much for being here and for listening all the way through. And I'll be back with you tomorrow for the Monday show, where your optimal life awaits.